Hello everybody, hey, welcome to Old Style Classics baseball cards and other things of interest. Today, June 10th, 2024, 10 o'clock p.m. California time. Check out what I found out at Costco after work today. Went over there, picked up a bunch of stuff, and they had a little case of Clearly Canadian with the raspberry and different flavors. I loved this stuff when I was in high school. Only problem with these is like if they get shaken up at all, they're going to explode everywhere. But this stuff is awesome. Has anyone else ever had Clearly Canadian? Great stuff. And the raspberry is my favorite. So today on Old Style Classics baseball cards, I'm going to go back a couple videos and not to correct anything, so to speak, but to add on a PS, as you may. Please like, subscribe, and share, and leave a message for me. Just recently hit 100 subscribers, and thank everyone for getting us there. But if you want to leave a message, that would be great. Tell me what kind of contest I should do or what I should give away. Shout out to Cloudsy 420's UFC cards and stuff. Commented sweet Rip Bud, have a good week on that one where I pulled the Kyle Tucker. Mr. Fisher Bike replied thank you when I liked his video that he had done. And so thank you guys for taking the time. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back and first thing I want to do is go back to the Jiffy Pop. I'm going to move this out of the way. So there's my 87 Jiffy Pop, and you can go back and watch that episode where I talk about these cards. And these are MSA, so these came in the Jiffy Pop, and MSA right there, Michael Schechner and Associates. Now today I ordered a whole bunch of stuff from them. Check out my cards on eBay, a bunch of King B stuff and some other discs, so hopefully we'll get that within a week. But I got some more discs coming, but the reason I want to re-show you these, I love these little cards, they're pretty cool. And we talked about in another video how these are circulated, so you know, you might get a little staining like you would in Cracker Jack or something, because the oil and grease and all that. So Cal Ripken Jr., it's a 20 card set. You could get complete uncut sheets, which is one of the reasons I want to do this video today, but it doesn't have to do with the Jiffy Pop so much. So these ones are all in pretty good shape, these 1987s. No damage, much to be seen there. But then you get to the 88, the third annual collector's edition, and obviously different color, MSA. Says it in there. Cool design. Will Clark. So as you can see here, this is what I'm talking about. This is why I want to do this video. So you can see the pinch marks. You know, it's damage, but the damage is from the packaging, the way they had to package these to send these out, you know, where you bought the product. Same thing on the Will Clark. You can kind of see it there. And I think on some of those 87s they had like the real railroad track where they show the pinching of the foil. So let's see if I can find one here. That one, not so much. Yeah, right here. So you can kind of see that little things going on there. And the reason why is if you're familiar with Jiffy Pop. So I bought one the other day, and of course I burnt it because you got to start shaking it right away. You can't get it too hot. You got to put it on medium, and then it really starts to heat up that oil underneath there. And you can see the little package that it comes in. It's like a little tray. and it comes with a handle, and you shake it over the fire stove. And so the design's been updated since back in these days. You know, the Jiffy Pop, it's similar, you know, like the wording there. But as you can see, this little pan, and then as you heat it up, it expands that, and you got to keep shaking so that you get the popcorn without burning it. But anyways, this cardboard thing, before this is poofed up, would come over the top of this, and then there's foil around the edge, and then these cards would have been see how it's got, you can see like the like butter has seeped through there. So these cards, I don't know if they're up or down, would be put in there. I'm assuming they would probably be up based on the thing like that, and they're put down in that little pan. And then the as you can see, there's kind of a, you see the edge, a little line here. So the foil from the pan wraps over that, and it gets pinched in, and that's what they did to hold these cards in place. They weren't just loose, you know, roaming around in here. They're obviously pinched to the edge, and that's where you get the damage on some of these cards of that little railroad track, like you see here. You get that little railroad track from being pinched up under that. And in the next year, you'd had, I don't know if it's just because of the color that you see it more, but you don't really see the railroad track, but you see the pinching. So this was also put it, as you can kind of almost fit that in yourself, you know. This would go all the way to the edge like that, and then the metal would be pinched over. So I just wanted to show you guys. I would have showed you with the pan, but I wanted to cook it, so I did that. So this 2024, just picked this up this week, but they were similar, and on the front it would have said free baseball cards, and you know, had a little advertisement or something somewhere on here saying that you can get free cards, and maybe show an image of a few of them. So I just wanted to show you guys that, and you can see the seep through, you know, it's grease and oil, butter and all that kind of stuff flavoring under inside this thing here. And so, as I told you, I like circulated cards. So that damage on there proves to me that this came straight from a Jiffy Pop and not an uncut sheet, which would be really hard to cut these circles out without a die cut. So I like circulated cards, and I just thought I would give you a little demonstration of what the packaging, some of it looks like for the Jiffy Pop. The reason I'm doing that is because really I want to do these Ralston Purina cards one more time, because I found the uncut sheet. So there's the 84 Topps version. Very beautiful set, super cool backs, but that's where Topps did these, and these were like in Cookie Crisp. So I'll get around to doing that because I got a complete set of this and some other loose ones. But really what I'm doing is the 87s here. So, and it looks like there's a few 89s in there. So just to show you, like the Nolan Ryan here, it's got the gray back, and then that's kind of diamond cut, 1 of 15. And so there's this set of 87s. I think they're beautiful cards because they're so simple. They're kind of ugly, they're super simple, but I think they're great. And this was done by MSA, my favorite oddball maker. And you can see it down here, MSA. And then the RP and Company, I guess that's the printer, and this is from printed in Canada. So these cards are a little off size compared to a normal standard card, which these 89s are standard size. So the 89, they also did Ralston Purina set, which this card is one of those, but it doesn't say anything about being Ralston Purina, but I did show you the images of the boxes and stuff these came out of. So if you want to see more detail about the 87s and the 89s, please just go back and watch that other video I just recently did, because I show you some images of the packaging. And so this was, I think they were going by Purina at the time, maybe to get away from the dog food kind of sound. But there we got Jose Canseco, and I like both of them. I like them both really a whole lot. I like these because they're kind of an oddball size, a little bit of a throwback to like the early 1900s, like say Cracker Jack. They're bigger, but they're not your standard size card, and they're so ugly and simple that they're beautiful. It's just really neat. And the 89s are pretty nice too. It's very just plain, again, simple. They reduced the size of the set down to 12 as opposed to 15 to probably save some money. And these ones I like a whole lot too, and my man Andre Dawson's in this set as well. So you got like George Brett. And now here's the advertisement that came with the 87. And it's telling you it's an instant win, or how to receive the uncut sheet. So that's super cool. So we got these, bunch of doubles. Don Mattingly for you, Don Sutton, Dave Parker, Mattingly, Eddie Murray, Roger Clemens, and Mr. Mike Schmidt, Ryan Sandberg there. So wanted to show you guys those cards again, because these ones I all got loose, and then I got these ones loose as well, but I obviously didn't buy as much that year in 89. And the reason I wanted to re-show those is because I actually did have the uncut sheet. So right here you got your Nolan Ryan there, so that you could have ordered off of that little thing I just showed you. And so one of the things you're going to have to keep an eye on, now this complete sheet has patinaed over the years, being stuck in that that chest I have back at my brother's house. I think some insects got in there, and so it's got a little discoloration and stuff like that. But the backs are a different color, so we'll leave this one out for now. And so I'm going to go ahead and pull back here and give you kind of a full view of this complete uncut sheet. So as you can see, Nolan Ryan here, Nolan Ryan. And so what you got here is 1987. You know, it's got a little damage here, but these aren't worth a whole lot, if anything. But they're like priceless to me. It's just nostalgic for the kind of stuff I was buying back in these days, like right going into high school and stuff like that. So you got Don Mattingly, Dave Winfield, Wade Boggs, Steve Garvey, Nolan Ryan, Roger Clemens, Gary Carter, Eddie Murray, Dave Parker, Don Sutton, Rhino, Ryan Sandberg, Mike Schmidt, Ozzie Smith, Cal Ripken Jr., Fernando Valenzuela. And then it says printed in Canada down here. And then up here, so obviously the thing that I sent in, and I don't know if they all came like this, or if it was whatever that little send away thing was, from what box of cereal you got it from. But this one is the Honey Graham checks, and I said that I did like those. Those were pretty good. So Honey Graham checks brand cereal. So I don't know if it could have been Cookie Crisp out there or not. Limited edition collector's sheet. And so here's the back. Now, this back is really patinaed over the years. There you got Nolan Ryan here. Alright. And then you got the Nolan Ryan there. So this should be much whiter. This should be very white, but it's kind of yellowed. But the ones that came in the actual cereal had this gray background, and this full sheet was a white background, and kind of a different paper stock too. As you can see, this is more standard card stock, I would say, and this is a little more, almost reminds me of like recycled paper that they would use when you buy cereal now. You know, they're not flimsy by any means, but they're not, they feel a little spongy, like you know, like new cereal boxes aren't as strong as the old ones. So yeah, that's the difference. So I guess these ones were a little fancier to send away for these, and not super expensive by any means. Yeah, but there is no extra writing on there other than that printed in Canada on the front, and this down here in the corner, it does have the Major League Players Association plus the MSA and the printing company in 1987, and the printed in Canada down here. And this is super cool. It's just oddball, and I like it. I discussed a lot of reasons why I like this. It's just very old school to me, and the simpler the better sometimes. So trust me, folks, wearing shorts. But so I wanted to revisit that so that I can show you guys this along with those cards. And so you got to see at least one of each of the three sets that Ralston Purina did. 84, this one 87, and then of course the 89s. And but if you want more detail, please go back and watch that other video. I know it's pretty long, but here's a short one for this one, and some old style Jiffy Pop to boot to go with it. So hey guys, thanks for watching Old Style Classics baseball cards. I'm gonna do an Allen Ginter and Bowman when I get back, so I'm gonna do another video, and I'll have that one released sometime tomorrow morning. Alright, thanks for watching. See ya.